Hey guys, sorry about that. The camera got cut off. But anyway, Punk beat Lawler in a cage match that Lawler agreed to earlier on in the show. And Lawler's elbow had split Punk's head open. And everybody was like, oh, he bladed himself. No, he actually didn't. He actually got his head split open and had to get staples. And WWE was trying to fine him for it. But he's just like, it's not my fault. I couldn't stop the bleeding. TVPG. Next up is Superstars. Ryback beat Johnny Curtis in a squash match. No shocker. Primo and Epico beat the Usos. It was a good match. Good to see our little reformation of the tag division coming. It's fruitation. And then sadly, Mahal beat Riley. It was a good match. Riley's still, like a complete crowd favorite. They go nuts for him, and it's just a wonder WWE's just not using him because he's amazing. And I even like Mahal as a heel. I just saddened that Riley lost. Next up, TNA. I have this episode of TNA kind of got me a little more excited, and eventually led to me actually buying No Surrender, which was a great pay-per-view. But yeah, Aries came out. His arm was injured. He's like, he wants to fight, but his hand was injured. But he's like, I'm left-handed, and you only hurt my right hand. So yeah. And then they cut a promo in the backstage where OBD was calling Eric Young, saying like, where are you? I miss you. It's just like, I'm giving you 5 more minutes. Okay, 10 more minutes. Okay, 20 more minutes. And she's like, all right, I'll talk to you later. And then Storms beat RVD in a BFG series match. I think this put Storm in first place. I can't remember. And then ODB beat Madison in a match because Brooks said, you have a match tonight, and then ODB came out. So yeah. And then Eric Young shows up with beer and chicken, and he was in a suit, and ODB was like, this isn't you. He's like, you're right. He took off his suit and stripped down to his Speedo. But I just want to say, anybody who gets a chance, watch his new show. It's really funny. He's still his same, like, goofy self. His character's not as extreme, where he's, like, stripping down. But he's still, like, a really funny person. And the show's actually pretty cool. I enjoyed watching. I think it's called, like, Unhooked Extreme something. Yeah. Next up, Joe beat AJ in the BFG series match. I think this was AJ's last BFG series match. Chris Louis failed gut check, which I assumed was going to happen. And Joey Ryan came back. And I'm just sorry. I've assumed after like the second time Joey Ryan came back that they were going to give him a contract at some point. And I know that's what it's going to eventually lead up to. And then Jeff beat Angle in a BFG series match. Which is great because we know Jeff made it all the way up to the finals and won. And then these were the final 5. He doesn't make it. So yeah. And then Aces 8 came out and just beat the crap out of everyone again. That's just the way their shows have been ending. Next up, SmackDown. And then Sheamus came out talking about Triple H, how, he was a good opponent and all that. And Sandow comes out insulting him, and eventually led to a match that got made later on in the night for Sheamus versus Sandow. Next up, Ray beat Cody, which is really gay. Eventually, Cody will see relevancy again. Caitlyn beat Natalya in a non-relevant match. Booker T was saying backstage that AJ went too far when she attacked Vicky and all that blah blah. Sheamus beat Sandow because Sandow rolled out of the ring and just ran for his life because he knew he was going to get kicked in the head. Del Rio beat Kane in a match. I want to say something came out and distracted Kane, but it's just to make Del Rio look good going into Night of Champions, for like the 5th time. And then Kane went off and attacked Josh Matthews. Yeah. So yeah, poor guy. And then Orton beat Ziggler in a match. It was a good match. And this was just the first of their bout leading up into Night of Champions. Last up is Saturday Morning Slam. God, this show is awful. I don't know what kids actually enjoy watching this. Maybe they just watch it for the matches, which are decent, I guess. I did like this, though, but it was Fave 5 catchphrases, when they went through, like, the 5 people of the best. I just thought it was awesome because Miz made it as 3rd place, which is really cool. But Austin made it first. I'm just like, why are you telling kids about Austin? I don't think their parents would appreciate, them watching Austin say, his favorite words, which usually have 4 letters and not appropriate for kids. Next up, Clay beat Hawkins in a match. Blah. And then they did a spotlight on Ray where they were just kind of talking about him and showed people how he did 619. It was all right, I guess. All right, well, this has been A Week in Wrestling. Thanks for watching, YouTube.